new intro? I like that new intro. It's very nice, very clean, minimalistic. I love it. What's going on, everyone? CMShortboy here, and welcome to the very first video of 2018. Hope you guys finished out 2017 pretty good, and let's have an even better 2018. That's as simple as that. There are no new updates for me. The channel is simply going to continue how it left off in last year. So, let's just get right into it with the best of CES 2018. Now, this first thing that was announced at CES is very interesting because it really leads the way into a very interesting feature into this year's smartphone market. At CES 2018, Vivo or Vivo, however you want to pronounce that company from China, introduced the very first in-display fingerprint sensor for a smartphone. And by an in-display fingerprint sensor, I mean that the fingerprint sensor is literally under the glass of the smartphone. So in other words, instead of having the fingerprint sensor on the back of your phone, it's right in the middle of the frickin' screen on the front now. And the part that hypes me the most about this new Vivo sensor is that it really leads me to believe that the Galaxy S9 fingerprint sensor leaked patents are now true. Patents change all the time, but now that I think about it, if Vivo already has this type of technology, I would not be surprised if Samsung has already had this technology for a while now and just hasn't told anybody about it. Or maybe they've been working with Vivo because Vivo is the first company to ever release something like this. Very hyped and excited to see what goes on with those in-display fingerprint sensors. The next best thing at CES 2018 is Razer's Project Linda. Project Linda is kind of like Samsung DeX, where you use the Razer phone as a trackpad for a soon-to-be, like, quote-unquote dummy laptop that Razer's going to give you. So in other words, it's going to be a laptop shell, but it's going to be controlled by the Razer phone. Pretty much the exact same thing as DeX. You put the Galaxy S8 in the DeX console, or dock I should say, and then you plug the dock into a monitor, and then the monitor now has your smartphone display as like a desktop display. Except the only real difference here is that the Razer phone can be used as the laptop shell's trackpad. I do know that based off reports I've heard from CES, the response time of using the Razer phone as Linda's trackpad is not too great, but I also heard that it's a very good first attempt. Alright, let's talk about TVs a little bit. CES 2018 was pretty interesting when it came to televisions, and the first one I want to talk about is The Wall by Samsung. The Wall is literally a modular TV where you can like take bits of the TV and subtract it from the TV or add it to a side of the TV. So in other words, you can have any size TV you literally want. From what I read, it's as simple as you take off a line of pixels and the TV automatically goes to the resolution it needs to adjust to the new shape. It's kind of hard to explain because it's literally that simple of a product, but nonetheless very cool. It's kind of like having multiple PC monitors that extend the display, but instead of monitors, we're talking about literal pixel blocks, if that makes sense, and you can add or subtract blocks from the TV you're making with those blocks to make any size TV. The next and last TV we're going to talk about is LG's Rollable TV. Now, when I saw this, I was blown away by this because this isn't a projector screen. It's literally the TV that rolls up and down into a freaking box. It is the coolest thing I have ever seen. And the best part about LG's Rollable TV is that it is 4K. I will say the box that it rolls up into, I would be shocked if they don't come out with like a speaker system box that it rolls into. But at the same time, the TV literally rolls into the box, so there's going to be very minimal room to put like a nice sound bar in there. But I have faith in LG to see what they do with the rollable TV, because, I mean, to be fair, like, it's just the box, you know what I mean? So just make the box a couple inches taller or wider, and then you can put speakers in it. The box is already freaking huge, so you might as well just make it maybe a couple inches bigger. I don't know, maybe that's just my personal take on it, but nonetheless still very interesting to see this at CES. Now, this next product wasn't announced at CES 2018, but it was announced like less than a month, maybe even less than half a month before CES took place, and that is Intel processors with AMD built-in graphics. You guys know laptops, right? They have Intel processors, right? And then they have the Intel HD graphics. Well, now Intel is teaming up with rival AMD to put AMD graphics in those Intel processors. The benchmarks, I would say, are impeccable, and they equal to about having a 1050 graphics card. Very interesting stuff to see between two rivals, especially because Ryzen just came out with their amazing line of products by AMD and totally blew Intel out of the water. So this is really interesting, and I'm excited to see what both companies do with each other in the future. And to end off the best of CES 2018, we just can't not talk about that freaking ping pong robot. I am referring to the Omron Morpheus. I believe that's what you call it. It is literally a robot that plays ping pong with you. And I'm not gonna lie, it is the greatest thing I have ever seen. And also not gonna lie, it puts up a pretty good challenge to humans. Side note, I just noticed that my mother is like right here. My mother gave me that picture for Christmas. So, you know, just ignore her staring at you this entire time. Everything I have told you today you can find on TechRadar. I'll put the link down in the description. They put together this massive article of literally almost everything, if not everything, announced at CES worth your time of reading. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video, everyone. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys like what you saw. Comment down below anything you thought was great at CES that I did not mention, or something I did mention and that maybe you don't like. Let me know down in the comments. Sub if you guys enjoyed this video, really means a lot. And yeah, my name is CMShortboy. It's great to be back making videos here in 2018, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, peace. Adios.